something inspired happens at every one of our paint outs. We're in the heart of the Appalachia Mountains in Kentucky, and this chapel was built for weddings, made to look like an abandoned chapel on a farm owned by Julie Collett and her husband. And was I really lost? I ended up at their resort-type home when GPS took me to the wrong location for our paint out. I was only several houses away from the right spot, but Julie told me about the chapel and the wildflowers, and this is where we ended up moving to and painting as a group. I'll show our progress with our paintings, but I want Julie to tell the story about this special place that she and her husband and family have built on their own. Julie was the one ringing the bell for us, by the way, and in the smallest of worlds, I've learned that she was born at the same rural Greenville, Ohio, Wayne Hospital that I was. Here we are hundreds of miles away in the middle of nowhere in Appalachia, and we have that connection. So I don't think I was lost when I ended up here, and the day went really well, and all the paintings turned out well too, which I'll share here as Julie tells you the story. That's kind of neat. Well, thanks so much. I'm really glad I got lost.
Yes, it wasn't that meant to be. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you suggested this, and we even caught you on a rare day.
Oh, of
where
course.
You're not rented out.
No.
Set that up. Well, tell me about the wedding venue and how this all came about with the church and
Okay,
all
so we raised our kids on the 50 acres, 27 years. Well, they were gone before then. I didn't even know there were wedding venues. I had no idea. Never dreamed about it, never, nothing. I just thought people got married at church or in their backyard. Had no idea. So I started looking, I said, are you kidding me? And they charge this and this and this, and people come and they're booked 2 years out. This is kind of cool. And I said, well, it might be interesting, but the only way we'll do it is it has to be outside the box. So generally at a wedding venue, you you come Saturday morning and set it up, and then you tear it down Saturday night and you're done. And I said, the only way we'll do it has to be a wedding celebration where you come on the weekend and you check in on Friday, and you get to stay the whole weekend and you check out on Sunday. So you get to experience the whole time. And then the lodge, of course, sleeps 20. And it's got the swimming pool, the 2 ponds. They can fish and canoe and just enjoy that. And of course, we're pretty close to Red River Gorge for cabins or hotels if people want to stay. So family, basically what we are is a destination. So if you get ready to get married, generally you have somebody in Florida or California. There's always somebody that'll you got to have a place to meet in the middle. So we thought, well, that'd be kind of cool. And then I said, you know what, we got to build something different to get married in, because I love abandoned chapels. I photograph them all the time. I go in them when you're not supposed to. So I said, how about if we just build something that's open because of the cliffs and the nature, and it needs to be like it's been there forever, and I said, I want all the stuff just to grow up around it. At the very beginning, we didn't think about the wildflowers because there's a lot of crazy stuff that already grows there. And then I had seen a picture of something out west that had some wildflowers. It was in front of a cabin, and I thought, oh, how cool. We could just kind of implement all that in there. And so we started trying it, threw down the wildflowers, But anyway, back to the way we built this, I said, okay, if we do this, it has to look abandoned, has to look old. So we started of course, I designed it a million times, And the cool thing about doing everything yourself, so me, my husband, my son, my daughter and her husband, and my daughter-in-law basically did all that, all by hand. We went and got the wood, got it cheap, got hemlock and poplar, and kind of did it. And we nailed every nail, we stained every board, we hired nobody to do nothing. Cool thing is we didn't have to plumb it or electric or anything. That was kind of cool. So, and we didn't have a bale at the time. So where I had looked at it so much, I guess on Facebook, on that marketplace, this popped up and it said, I'm tearing down a chapel. It was on the border of Ohio and Michigan. It said, I'm tearing down an old chapel. It said it was 116 years old. And he said, I'm going to build a work building in its place. And he said, if you want to come, you can buy pews. Not telling me, he was just the ad. He said, pews or whatever you want. So I said, oh my God, this is crazy. I said, probably can't afford it. There's no way. So I started digging around on that little site that he put, and saw that the doors that were right on the other side of the vestibule, and the 2 glass windows, the 2 was busted out. He wanted $1,200 for all of it. And I called him. I said, don't move. Wherever you're at, I'll buy your dinner, your supper, or just don't move. So it was like 8 hours, and I jumped in my vehicle. Seriously, my husband was at work, and I said, no, I'm not waiting on you. And I took off, because usually if somebody shows up, in anything like that, they'll sell it. Oh my God, I got there, and when I saw it, it was way more than I ever imagined. So now the glass is 118 years old. We went almost 2 years without a bale, and here's why. Because we thought the stained glass was expensive. Bales are, they're anywhere from $7 to $8 to $10 to $12, $15,000 for the size that we needed. You just can't find one. In West Virginia, they tore down, about 4 or 5 years ago, they tore down a church. This woman buys it. Her husband builds her a gazebo, and she wants it hanging in this gazebo. So they finally get it built, put it in the gazebo, and it pulls the gazebo over after they spend like thousands of dollars on that treated wood to build that. And so she immediately puts it on Facebook and says, whoever wants this bale can come get it. I got the bale for $900. And I'm kidding you not. If you try to buy that, it's at least $6,000, $7,000, $8,000.
Don't you just love Julie's passion and the love and effort that went into this and the great results? We wrap up here. There's some close-ups of the wildflowers, and we'll finish up with my painting and the work that the others did. And by the way, the reason I didn't show Julie is that was the deal. She just wanted to be the narrator. So I honored that deal. Hope you enjoyed her, and hope you enjoyed the results that we got in this inspired location.
Artist, but he just come by that painting natural. Doesn't do it a lot, but he loves it. Just so.
Well, he'll have to join the group.
Yes, he would love
That
it.
would be, with us. Well, we're not. We just started a month and a half ago. Has it been a month and a half?
Oh, great.
In May, maybe? Was it June? What month is it?
That's fabulous.
I don't
I don't know. It's August,
yeah.
and it's flew by.
Yeah.
And is this our sixth paint out?
I think this is our 6th paint out, and I was interested in plein air, and the groups were far away, and so Roger's kind of in the position we are now. He's in Frankfurt, and